Okay, so this is week 4. Over the weekend, we installed all the retrofit windows. Kitchen got installed Friday. Countertop guy came to do his measurements. House has been painted so far, first coat. Still have touch-up coat left to do. All the casing's been installed. So far, we prepped for flooring. Flooring, I got to go pick up today, so flooring will be installed tomorrow. Other than that, installed tile already. Yeah, so next steps are going to be finishing flooring, baseboard, install finished plumbing, countertops, and then we had the electrician come by, installed all the electrical, and then after that we want to start fencing off the different properties. So we'll go ahead and start fencing off the main house right here, create a walkway. And then just touch ups after that, little stuff, go around the house once more, touch up anything that needs to be touched up, and then go from there. But other than that, we're pretty solid on, I'd say, about another week, a week and a half of work, and we should be all ready to rent. So this project should be coming to an end pretty soon.
All right, what's up, guys? Day 17, and we started rolling with the flooring. First, we installed our underlayment. That's the black stuff that's going under the LVP or luxury vinyl plank. Usually, it's only required if you are on a concrete slab foundation. We are on a raised foundation here, but just for safety, if any sort of moisture is coming from below the subfloor, the crawl space, it's going to prevent anything going up and possibly ruining our floor. So we just installed it. Doesn't take a ton of time to do, and it's also not that expensive. Usually better safe than sorry here. Underlayment all installed, and we are underway on installing our vinyl flooring, as well as we got some of our guys outside working on the exterior. The exterior kind of turned out into a bigger project than we originally thought. First, we wanted to separate the yards from each other. As we explained earlier, this is going to be a multi-unit property, and so we kind of want privacy for everybody. And the other issue is after the rains, we noticed how poor the water was flowing. It seemed kind of like all the concrete was directing the water back into the entrance and back to the house, which is definitely something long-term we don't want. Water really is the worst enemy when you're building a home, and so we want everything to flow away from the house. That way, over the span of 30 years, if you continually get water hitting your house, it's only going to deteriorate your home. And it's also super inconvenient for water to be in your sidewalk as you enter. And so we were kind of having to clean our shoes, tons of mud everywhere. And so we ended up having to demolish the front. So this side yard project kind of turned into a front yard project as well, but stay tuned for how that's going to come out next week.
We just finished installing the floor. We've got baseboard being installed. Windows have already all been installed. Casing, cot, everything like that. Kitchen's been assembled. Put the handles on today. Countertop's going to be going in on Friday. So then we can do the backsplash probably Saturday or Sunday. Lighting's been installed, so we got all the lighting now. What else? What else? Tile for restrooms been installed. Um, Everything else, vanity's been installed, so we just got to wait for the plumber to come to set finish for that. But everything else, we're kind of wrapping it up as far as finish, and then so once we do finish baseboard, we can do all the finished touch-ups and paint, and then have the guys working on the side yard doing the the partitions between the different units, just grading for a new sidewalk, and then just a patio area for the main house here on the side. Yeah, so this side, so what's gonna happen here is you're gonna walk through this back unit. We'll be able to walk through this area here to the front, and then yeah, this area is gonna have a gate, and then this will be his own little yard or patio area. They can put some chairs or anything like that over there, but this will all be gated. This will all be fenced off to where this is all to the main house unit, and then, like I said, this will be the walkway to get to the backyard units here. And then eventually, when we start building this, there'll be parking over there. This will be a unit, and then there'll be 2 units here. But yeah, other than that, should be looking to finish up next week. Cool. Hey guys, it's Vince with Icon Builders here.
It's Jacob. This is the end of week 4. So far, we're just kind of buttoning things up. Flooring fully in this week, baseboard fully in, and as of today, we have the countertops installed. And so all that we kind of have left is the backsplash. But if you take a look, everything else is kind of getting all its touch-ups already. And so not much longer, we should be wrapping up this project. And so there's some small stuff we still need to get back and do. We might end up painting this white to make it look a little better, but and we still need to fire up our water heater to see if it works. But other than that, everything else is pretty cosmetic.
Plumber was able to get in, set finish to the restroom. Just missing a transition piece there, but everything else pretty much installed. All the handles for all the closet doors, the drawers are all in. Baseboard's been installed, caulked. Door handles are all in. Door stoppers,
Smoke alarms.
smoke alarms are in. Pretty much just touch-ups now at this point for all that stuff. Yeah, cosmetic. But other than that, yeah, pretty much going to be wrapping up this week. As far as exterior, we did break out some cement, set some posts, get it ready for all our finished cement work, flat work, hardscape, whatever you want to call it.
But yeah, last thing is backsplash, and then we can install the faucet, and then after that, it should be ready to go for some tenants. Like Vince said, we'll finish up the outside, finish up the fencing out there, pour our concrete, and then we should be able to wrap it up pretty soon. All right, this is the end of week 4. For the project, totals are $5,600 for demo, $1,700 for doors, $100 for framing, $7,200 for electrical, $5,000 so far in exterior work, $5,000 for windows and install, $3,600 in plumbing so far, $300 in mechanical, about $5,000 in paint so far, $1,700 in miscellaneous charges, $7,100 for flooring and install, $2,100 in random management stuff, $2,600 in landscaping, $2,500 for fence, $1,600 for finished carpentry, $4,800 for drywall, $10,300 for cabinetry and install, and $1,800 in tile, totaling $68,100 for week 4. Thanks, guys.